Hello. I'm back. Back from a short trip. And it's Christmas. I wanted to try and stream on late Christmas Eve when there would be like an overlap for people who are having Christmas early. But I was tired yesterday. Got back home yesterday, but I was really tired. And I can already tell, I don't think I'm sick. I think my throat just is a little scratchy today because I was coughing earlier because I think I choked on some food or something. The usual. And maybe it's good, maybe it's bad, but we kind of already finished up the Christmas stuff in Phoenix, right? So now, I forget, it's like March in the game? So it's not really Christmas in the game anymore. But that's okay. But I think because of a little bit of scratchiness in my throat, I'm definitely not going to go super hard on voices this time. We'll see. Alright, we can mute that. We can unmute the game now. Alright. Is this how loud I had it last time? I had it really loud. You know, it's funny. Every time I play, I'm always thinking that, you know, oh, I'm gonna try so hard at voices, and then I listen back and it sounds exactly the same. It does not sound like I am doing a voice at all. But oh well. You know, it's just how it is sometimes. Alright, Phoenix. Also, I keep seeing, people like to have a lot of Christmas memes because of this case, or because of the last case in the story. Which is all well and good. And I can retweet a couple, but I'm also a little bit afraid of running into too many spoilers. Whoops, what's this? So, I am still kind of avoiding some... Oh, you know what? I didn't bring my... Oh, here's a straw. Excellent. Oh, my face won't freak out when I take a sippy. I also have to say, I got back in town yesterday, and sometimes I buy, like, fried chicken on Christmas Eve so I can eat it on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, you know, Japanese tradition. But yesterday I got back in town and I was so tired. I kind of just kept falling asleep all day. But today I didn't take a nap, and we'll see. We'll see how late I end up staying up. Oh no! Oh no! I'm tired already. I'm so sleepy. I was playing Sims today though. Oh. I was building. It's so weird to be back. Emma Sky? Okay. Emma Sky, Lana Sky. Wait, who's the other lady again? The bento lady? Angel Star. Kappa Queen. Alright, let's go somewhere else. Yeah, we looked at pretty much all of this. Oh, that's right, I can't slide over anymore. Okay. Did I show her everything? Oh yeah, she's not into it. Thankfully, I had a little bit of food left over, but I definitely need to go shopping tomorrow. So maybe I'll get chicken tomorrow anyways. Whoops. Yeah, she's seen all this already. Oh, that's right. She's not there. Okay. Let's go find Edgeworth again. He's the one who gave us this. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, same as before. Check this out. Yeah, I'm a little... We need some hints. Where else can I go? I can't go to very many places. Let me go back here a second. Did I present this to her? Oh no, this is her standard. Standard, okay. Okay. Ugh. Okay. I think I turned over the knife, so should have everything. All the blood. Huh? Alright, we're missing something. Alright. I scour the room. Not that it'll be in this room anyways. Let's see, today I was up this morning and I watched Muppet Christmas Carol, which was fun. I'm sad that I couldn't sing along because I was already kind of coughing a little bit. Still nothing, huh? What am I missing? We already read all of these. Food poisoning. What you witnessed? What am I missing here? Oops. Cars leave. Cars enter. Alright. Back to Edgeworth's. Oh, we already looked at this. Oh, but I guess we didn't ask him about it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. Hiya. King of Prosecutors? I am alive. I'm tired. How was your non-trip? Ooh. Didn't even come back today, but I feel so sleepy still. Traveling makes me so tired. It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. I was trying to figure out, because I was like, it is a shield, but it's like broken. At first I thought it was like an artistic design. That it's like half a shield. But I guess that's broken. What? So? So that K, that's... K stands for king? Yeah. You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kind of like Employee of the Month. Only better. Given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors, at the PD on the day of the murder. I didn't get a lot of gifts. It's fine. It was mostly... I gave the greatest gift of all. My presents to the family. And I also gave my nieces some books. I got a little bit of money. And I got some food. I mean, honestly, for me, the trip itself was the gift. We didn't have... Well, I was gonna say, we didn't have like a crazy Christmas dinner or anything, because we did it the weekend before. Although, when we did our like Christmas celebration, it was kind of like a lot of like little finger food, kind of just like a nice little spread of like a little bit of like chicken, a lot of veggies, you know, cheese and crackers, salami, which was honestly kind of perfect. And then another night, my brother-in-law cooked up some really good steaks. So those were really good steaks. Trying to remember what else I had. I had something else. Another night, my brother-in-law made us spaghetti. I also got some sandwiches and stuff that I liked. Mostly the steaks were probably the craziest thing. But otherwise, it was pretty good. Pretty chill. Although I'm kind of sad that I don't have more food here. Well done, Edgeworth. Must be proud to be King of Prosecutors. Congrats, King of Prosecutors. Please, stop saying that. I did, you know what? I did think about getting my sandwich. Usually what I like to do is I like to get it the day before and then eat it on the plane or when I get back. I didn't end up doing it this time. We were pretty busy the last day and it was okay. I did have a couple sandwiches while I was there. I like to go for a chicken teriyaki. They have a really good one. That doesn't explain why your shield is broken. You have any holiday feast? No. I am aware. My presence... My presence is the present. Quite literally. Everyone was very happy to see me. For some reason. I mean, normally that would be a joke, but it is actually pretty literal this year because oops. Take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. Police department? Yes. Right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Yeah, where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. Ugh. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got important things to worry about. Oh, right. Doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Oh my gosh. We are right in it. I don't know why, but I really enjoyed eating some salami. I guess I don't really eat it very often, so having like little salami crackers and like dip and stuff like that. Metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous... Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, do they give a new one per person, or did they just pass it around every month? Wow. One guy's listed a bunch of times. Hmm? Von Karma. Guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does kind of have a ring to it. Oh. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like one trophy per month would be kind of a lot. Whoop. I didn't even realize it was a fist. Wait. What? What? Kind of weird that it's a fist. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh, sorry my voice might be a little scratchy today. Alright, guess we gotta ask him more questions. I thought about trying to just go somewhere and see what's open for food today, like a restaurant, but I decided I should give those service workers a break, you know? Could you tell me more about about yesterday, day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Most places are closed, but I did look up. There's a couple of places that are open. I don't know if like Chinese food places are actually very open on like Christmas, or if that's just a stereotype, or maybe it's a little bit of an outdated tradition. There's a couple fast food places that are open. I looked it up, but I decided to just make do with what I had. Yeah, that sounds good. That's like a joke my dad used to make. Cleaning day. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh no. Yeah, sorry. It's not like it's not like there's really much time difference. In fact, it's even funnier because when I stayed with my parents and I was always like the first to bed. I was like, oh, you know, it's 9 o'clock. I better go to bed. They're like, oh, okay. Then I get up at like 6. I'm like, first one up too. Just because my sleep has gone so out of whack that it's kind of like, you know, when your sleep gets so late that you end up being early, you know? But it's more like the fact that, you know, if I stay up until 4 a.m. one day and then 8 a.m. the next day and then, you know, maybe 12 or 2 the next day, eventually I'm gonna go to sleep at like 8 p.m. You know, it all circles around eventually. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. Oh wait, it's only annual? Oh, that's not so bad. That's when you got your shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. I kind of wanted to make myself an ugly sweater for my live 2D, but I was too lazy. I was just doing my best to stay awake today. That's very precise. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Sorry. Sorry, I'm yawning a lot all of a sudden. What can I say? It's 8 p.m. It's bedtime. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Oh yeah, our last case was his he thought his dream was reality. Okay, so it's 5 p.m. Record of parking in the prosecutor office's lot. Entered lot at 5:12. Yeah, maybe I'll do a pass out midstream. I am a little sleepy, but that's okay. Like I said, I thought about taking a nap before stream, but I was like, no. I'm just gonna try to stay awake. Who knows how long this stream will be. I get the feeling it's not gonna be a 6-hour stream, though. The worst part is that I did think about doing like a morning stream today. But I was like, well, it's kind of hit or miss whether people would be awake for that. Maybe if I wake up early tomorrow, I'll do a morning stream. Yeah. I tried not to yawn. Okay, parking stop from the underground lot. Murder took place around 5:15. Wait, if the murder took place around 5:15, he might have been a witness, yeah? Murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you didn't direct that suspicious glare. If you'd direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, new character. Oh. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth? What is it? I'm here, sir. At the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? Uh-oh. I don't like the way this conversation's going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. Oh. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of your give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. Good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Oh. Poor guy. It looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Just like me. Right. Yes, sir? Oh no, he caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. Victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have calmed down at least. Trust me when I say that scientists aren't really that smart. They might know one or two things in a specific area, but really, they're just monkeys in lab coats. I doubt she'll have anything to say. Angel Star. Sorry, we've already seen that dialogue. Okay. Same. This is just her I have nothing to say dialogue. She's the cough-up queen. Whatever that means. She makes bento for people to buy. Oh, nice. Oops. Here we go. Oh. We're outside the police department. Oh yeah, it's the badger. The blue badger. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me, that took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. She did have an onigiri on her hat. And she had a little, like a... Do you know, like, the octopus wieners that Japanese people make in their lunchbox? Or, like, you know, they kind of sometimes cut up a little sausage wiener, like a little octopus. Her necklace was kind of like that. She had a little octopus wiener on her choker. She's very food themed. Police department, huh? I've only been to the criminal affairs next door. Oh, this is a different building, maybe? Hold on. What's that? It's the blue badger. He's so cute. I do mean octopus wiener. But I think you're thinking of the wrong kind of wiener. I'm talking about hot dog. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, I know. It's the blue badger. Trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Let's see if I have a picture of her. Oh, you can't see it. It would have been on her, like, on her choker or necklace or whatever. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Yeah, he's kind of... It's, you know what? I don't think it's a bad mascot. Maybe I was too harsh on the blue badger. He's kind of got a little hee-ho Jack Frost vibe to him. Get the blue badger. What's next to him? Huh? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. He's kind of got a bat, it looks like. He has like a red bat in its right hand. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He's running over here fast. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? Huh? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. What? Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutors confessed to the crime. Oh. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. I forgot this is what the witness looked like. Or not the witness, the victim. But what if she's not telling the truth? Well, come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Just me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa. Chief Prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Oh, was it Von Karma, maybe? So what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. What? Detective Gumshoe, what did you do? What do you mean this time? Well, yeah, like, fired, kicked out, or what? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Well, you've had pretty close to that. I mean, Von Karma definitely killed people. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. Oh, I see. Lowest ranking guy is in there is our chief of detectives. Not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? Anyway, thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? Chief of Police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Me? Can I dance? Oh, no. Absolutely not. I'm a terrible dancer. Can't dance, can't sing, can't play any musical instruments. I got nothing. I missed Officer Marshall. I did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman. Well, just because I'm stinky doesn't mean I can do a stanky leg, you know? Patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Here's my badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge. Enough said. Wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found the detective's card, didn't I? I did. Take a look at this. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that, you have to turn it into the police. People like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. I'm turning it into you now. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Oh, I see. Let's see, Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But, whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Alright, tell me more, please. Check this out. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Why would Chief Prosecutor Sky... What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Who knows? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Hey, that's it! The King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at this award ceremony, Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Really? Congrats. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? Why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. He's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of all the rumors. Oh! Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? Huh? We already saw this, didn't we? Wait, I thought I presented the ticket stub. Why did it do that? Huh? Am I crazy? Oh, I guess because it's car related, it just triggers this, maybe? Weird, but okay. That's fine. Thanks, Gumshoe. Alright. Anything else to talk about? Oh yes, here we go. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? No, I've never played any of these at all. All brand new to me. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. I forget, did you play these ones? That's the thing. Hard to say this, but... word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Ugh. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Merry Christmas. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Forgot. I wanted to have a gun asset for this game. Listen, pal. There've always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there was always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering, they're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Did I examine anything here? Oh. I was wondering about that, the dancing blue badger? Oh, are you sleepy too? That's okay. You should have a merry Xmas sleep. Oh, he made this. Okay. Oh, Yasumi. Merry Xmas. Merry Christmas. Chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. Alright, that's enough. That's enough of my badger dance. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances and dances and dances until the battery dies. Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops, just like Strasbourg Dancing Mania. Work of art designed by Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. That's all I know about that. Not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Oh, haven't we already heard this? We met the guy who is. What was his name? Marshall? Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Oh. Okay. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there. Nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay. Thanks, Gumshoe. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. That's not that interesting for Phoenix. Oh. Patrolman. And I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. Guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. You make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? They're supposed to look like pandas? No idea. Why? I think they're designed after a panda. Oh, she agrees with me. Panda. Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at the zoo? Or like big Malaysian tapirs? I never know how to say. Is it tapir? 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 Crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think that's the kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? Good for finding out who snuck into the cookie jar. I think most families can figure that out without extra help. Police. I always get excited when I come to the police station. This feels like I've jumped into a movie. You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather. I'm pretty sure they were talking about soup. Usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board here. You know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. Never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. There's a point. Anything else here? Nope. Okay. I guess there'll be more to uncover with the Blue Badger later. It's got kind of a jester-looking hat head. Oh, now it's done. Okay. Was there anything else? Or should I just go back to the other crime scene? What does that say? Looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe? Let's see. Annual bonus. $20. Oh, that is what it said. I think a couple of zeros are missing. That sounds about right. Maybe for Detective Gumshoe. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. That's how it is. Hard to make money. Oh. Oh. What? Can't do anything here. But now that I look at it, there's a handprint there. Gosh, at this rate, I'm not even going to make it to the first day of trial. I'm just going to fall asleep after the evidence. But that's okay. I have to be getting back to the shop. Looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. See you in my dreams tonight, then, baby. Who's that? Oh, still here? Oh, was it Angel? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. She did mention a boyfriend. What happened to the security guard? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, wasn't it a security guard? He's got a couple boyfriends. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Well, he is getting his little chin hairs everywhere. Is he gonna answer these? Scene of a crime. Cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. Me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Is he still asleep? Yeah, okay. Okay. We must present. Check this out. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. The letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look where it should say letter introduction. It says invitation. Ah. I think you just miswrote it. Why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Marshal. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks. Clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Well, I guess I don't need this anymore. Alright, goodbye. Check this out. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. 5:12 p.m. Prosecutor Bright Red Steed came in at a trot, real slow like. Trot. My Madonna tells me crime scene occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prosecutor was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for a prince to ride in on his bright red horse. What you mean is, killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Ah, toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? Toy knight, maybe? Huh? Don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives on it? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it. They've gotten cheaper with every passing year, I tell ya. So he used to be a detective? Okay. Police passport? I think we already showed him this. Yeah, okay. Oh, check this out. Our badge is a star, lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. Beam of light, illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Alright. Now he should tell us more. Good men always die young. remember that, partner. Was he? Well, I don't know how young the victim was. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you feisty doggy there? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means Angel Star. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. So died somewhere between 4 and 5:30. What knife food? That's a pretty big window. Is my sis involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with Chief Prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems. Like shooting an unarmed man to a shootout at high... whoops. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Well, if he was a detective, he might have been armed. I mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. Calling me out? I'll shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh. Okay. But you're a patrolman now. How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? Okay, so why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Hey, it's because he runs around with that Edgeworth, huh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. He's been kicked out of the investigation. Okay, now I can explore over here. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Yeah, I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? That it's eating its own? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. Crime took place in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. I had a luxury car. This screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. A block, area reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B Block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. What the heck? Oh, is that a phone? It looks massive on the floor. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. Well, we'll see. Right, let's check it out. What the? Oh, was he moving it automatically? That's weird. I was like, it wasn't responding to my buttons. Oh. Phone's still on the redial screen. Redial. Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know more about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. My generation? What? Oh. Okay. Now to see who the owner of this phone call... see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Hey, that song! I know that. What's going on over there? Oops. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone there, didn't you? Yes. Whose phone is this, anyway? Who's on the ground over here? Whose phone is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? My sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the phone the other phone. Wrong number. Hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. Incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Last call made at 5:18. And she called me. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the in the outline of the victim's body. Oh, with rope. That makes sense. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him? Gotta be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. Oh, what's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675. 12-2. Unless it's upside down, in which case it would be 12-21 SL9. Oh, that's totally what it is, isn't it? Something's written on it. It's too much like the DL6. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. What does it mean, Mr. Wright? Come on, Mr. Wright, catch up. I already know what it means. It must be a case. The SL9 case. Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. 221. Although we could ask Wright or Edgeworth about it. Although I wonder why the body is like half out of the trunk. Because I thought he bled to death. And I thought the trunk was locked. Oh. There's another one. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prosecutor tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. My condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Oh, something between them. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's just the dry wind that's blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something. But who? Suspicions about Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimony. Oh, Phoenix. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. That's me! But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? I hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye. I mean, you would think it would be Von Karma, given what we know, but whatever. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. Think Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. How Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? I mean, it does kind of suck that even from the very beginning, Edgeworth was like rumored to have kind of tampered with evidence or stuff like that. I guess we didn't see actual proof of that, mostly just that he did a lot of coaching to his victims and gave us a little bit of like outdated evidence. Spring up the updates on us. But I don't know if he ever actually showed us faked evidence. I don't remember. Maybe he did. So how well are we doing, Mr. Wright? Well, we got some clues, but got the autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Only thing that bothers me is that Lana's confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. By the way, Emma. I know that song your phone plays when it rings. Huh? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? Oh, it is! That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. That's what I thought. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. Got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Unless the Detective Goodman was gonna blow the lid on Lana's and Edgeworth's forgeries and tampering and stuff. Alright. Time for trial? Okay, we can begin the trial then. Even though I'm kind of low energy, so I would rather save it, but that's okay. Ugh. My throat still feels so scratchy. But I think it's just because I was coughing on something this morning. I don't think I'm sick. But I should still take good care of it, not overdo it. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Okay. A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Should never believe or believe in. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. First trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Well, she's obviously coming with me. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. February 23rd. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. No need to show off, Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. Ugh. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. Cough up, Queen? Huh. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. Ah. Judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And for you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It's too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. I like that they gave her so many options for bento boxes. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? This is why everyone raves about caviar. So tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. Now, what the heck is pickled tapioca supposed to be? Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up, man. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. Oh. What? Miss Star was a detective? Ah! I know who you are. Cough up. Cough up, Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Who is she? If I might have the court's attention over here. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. Huh. A and B. Okay. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutors' spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk. Huh. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Huh. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Okay. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Oh, she apprehended her? Seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. Seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? Blech. If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Starr. Wait, are they talking about me? Okay. So she was the witness and apprehended her. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend? How touching. As you can see, there's no room for doubt. Key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than a point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Ugh. I have no idea where I'm going with this. Let's see, what else do I have? Alright, let's begin. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. What does that mean? How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Yeah, she doesn't like the prosecutor. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, it'd still be one. Huh, laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well, you may continue. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend. He does have a pretty strong testimony. Boyfriend, he's a detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. Oh, that boyfriend. You have several? Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self. Judge had to think before replying. Security guard room is in the lot in A block. She has to park in B block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. Yeah, room with security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Then how did she apprehend her? When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. You said something. You're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds, huh? I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese. Huh? Pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Oh, he's a newbie. And I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to the garage car. Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes. Mr. Edgeworth? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you were sure it was the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. I'm starting to get into it, but the last case was really, really good. And I know that this one is kind of an added on one, so you know, I don't think it's as strong as the previous one so far, but we'll see. It's also throwing us a lot of new characters, as opposed to, like, more reoccurring characters. Like, I keep expecting Larry Butts to show up as the security guard or something. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. Ugh. Truly inspiring. Believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry plagiarism? I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. Photograph. You took this? The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snapped. I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. What? I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness. Why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. But it's not a picture of the stabbing, which is what she said she saw. Uh-oh. That's Lana Skye. So what was the defendant doing at the time? Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Oops, I need to go back. Hold it. Tell me more about the knife. The blade was about 4 inches long. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all. Sure. Prosecutors are by nature well-versed in the location of a man's vital organ. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Yeah, you said that before. Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Yep. What do we do? Alright, let's give me a second. I always knew a day like this. I think I forgot to press on the last one, so let me go back. Wire fence. Press the pointy tip of the knife. Okay, here we go. Why didn't you try to stop this crime? You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? It was already too late. Too late. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. You said that already. Okay. I always knew a day like this would come. What do I have evidence-wise? Let's give it a save. Alright, my evidence thoughts so far are the fact that we have a photograph of her opening a trunk, but we don't have a photograph of her stabbing. Alright, nothing else to look at here. Lunchbox. Through the wire fence, I saw her standing next to the car. Garish car, you mean Edgeworth's car? Oops. Okay. I need to drink my water first. So I don't think... She didn't mention the bit about... I thought she said she apprehended her too, but she didn't add it to her testimony here. Holding a knife. And then stabbed. Edgeworth, come on. Okay. I mean, it's kind of a weak contradiction, but I don't see her holding the knife in this photo. You witnessed this. You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. Oh! Ooh, is that katsu sauce? I love katsu sauce. Okay, can't read it. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Sure, that's a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet it was still stronger than your feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. It was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. Can't believe he did that little weak objection. No problem, except to you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse? Ugh. You got a better idea? I don't really have anything else to work with here, so we might as well object. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. She said she took the picture at the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Yeah, revise your testimony. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. Well. Uh-oh. My computer's getting a little laggy here. Okay. There we go. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo size if you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo size lunch from the get-go. Good advice. Not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hand in the photograph. Gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why on earth would she have those? If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. Wow, this is goofy world. People wear gloves. Ah. I don't think it's that weird. gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. Murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Okay. That's the only thing that's changed. Tell me more. What if she's just in the habit of wearing gloves? Like driving gloves? The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. Sorry they took you off the force, Miss Starr. Yikes. She got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. Gotta think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. I mean, she could need the gloves for other things, like her car. Alright, what do I have here? No prints. One knife. Hold on. Did she say anything else about the knife wound? Alright. Ah, darn it. Ugh. What did she say? Premeditated. Gotta think of a way to show it wasn't premeditated. Okay, I thought she said something else about the knife. I always knew a day like this would come. Prosecutors. B1 was laid off. Okay. Okay. And then what else? Where does she describe the murder? Okay. Oh yeah, this is going to be a very short stream. Wait, hold on. Standing next to the... Here. Ugh. Need to rest my voice a little bit. So I can come back and do full voice acting. Wait, did I miss one? Is it this one? Not seeing what I thought I... No prints. I don't know. Oh, whoops, darn it. I keep... This is one of the things I hate when I accidentally go past the last testimony. And it makes me go through all this dialogue again. Murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. The night. You trying to test me? I sell lunchboxes for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. But did she know he had a knife in his trunk? And that his car would be there? What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belong to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the... Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. Oh, What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like the natural conclusion to me. Gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the murder weapon. That's a good point. Order, order, order. Alright, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Nope. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. Bah. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... We would like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now? All right. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. But he was only stabbed once. So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecution office. And a grudge against the victim. Human machine, that's a contradiction. Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's sigh smelled like citrus fruit. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say, chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? She's getting mad. She stabbed him several times. Okay. Mr. Wright, you should speak up on it if you have an objection, you know. Miss Star has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Alright. Short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. Wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Well, the victim all the way there. What grudge would she have? What kind of grudge? Well, I wouldn't know that. Of course you wouldn't, because she didn't have a grudge. Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now what's inside? How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there's a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? Kind of? I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty. This judge isn't very good with metaphors. Suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this? It's simple. Nothing else could drive that human machine. Okay. One knife wound. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. Take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. I was the one who called into question. No one noticed? Well, witness, You got the crime scene set, right? all of her lunchboxes. Thanks. I always believed that no one would ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. It's not gonna be one of her lunchboxes, is it? Oh. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Oh. Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. So how can she be, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. Was she wearing one? Does she wear one? Oh, she's wearing one here. Oops. But yeah, I don't think she's wearing one on in this photo. She's wrong. She was wearing one when we met her, but not otherwise. Isn't it odd you mistook that for splattered blood? People often mistake my beard for a bib. Judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like a kindergarten sometimes. The autopsy report is clear on this matter. Okay. It's our chance. Okay. Ugh. Let's go back. That's why she called the victim. Here we go. She wasn't wearing her scarf. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Edgeworth is insulting her. I guess Edgeworth is like, I assume his angle is that he's still trying to get the guilty verdict because that's his job, but maybe he's trying to get it to be like maybe he doesn't want it to be a harsher sentence, like premeditated. That was weird. My OBS was just like freaking out for a second. Saying it was overloaded or whatever. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. Why is he butting in and stealing my thunder? Come on, Edgeworth. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. That was my objection. But it was there. A scarf. No, not that, but something red. Really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Yeah, I'm doing the bonus case. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. Hmm? The part where your sister stabs the victim. I don't know. I feel like her testimony is pretty shaky now. Next testimony might be the moment of truth. What other evidence do we have? Ooh. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind the partition off to her side. I quickly caught her explaining her rights to her and arrested her on the spot. How is that possible? Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Alright, you're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. It's not a very good metaphor. First of all, cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. Okay, you know what? I didn't like Emma as much the first time I met her, but now I'm liking her more and more. Like, I like her silly little notes. I was just getting a little bit tired of her going blah blah blah, scientifically, that is. Chief Prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum. Kinda heavy. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. How could you have gone her through the fence? Not up to her. Alright, I hope it's this one now. If not, they're gonna make me do it later. Uh-oh. Darn it. Oh wait, maybe it's this one. Did I do it too soon? I thought I did it on this one. Maybe I'm just tired of seeing things. No, it doesn't. Wait, what? Am I crazy? Am I tripping? Hold on a second. Yeah, I did the same thing twice. Okay. Silly me. Uh-oh. Kind of frozen. I don't know why. My computer's a little slow today. Little bit frozen. Uh-oh. Is it gonna crash? Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright, let's look at all these then. Where's the partition? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. What did you do then? I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. You say quickly. Are you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her. I thought you were on the other side of the... I thought you were on in the B lot. Lunchland car was... Yeah. So how could she get over through the fence? She was a visitor. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet away from the car. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. I thought it goes up to the wall, ceiling. Amazing. Cough up queen, lunch lady, athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. So she couldn't have gone to my sister that fast. Does it not go? Oh, I guess it doesn't go quite up to the wall. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. How did Miss Sky not get away? Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in the testimony. Oh, okay. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Is that one word? Maybe she meant car muffler. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? Can't mean... Do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately. My memory... It's like a salmon, heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see. Chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall. That's why she went behind the partition. Right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order. So she used her cell phone. Indeed, emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. I don't think it was ever good witnessing. You should, of course, add this to your testimony. Things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Word muffler. It's not all. She tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Do you think you could restate your testimony in the court? Ah, I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. She picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. How would she know that, though? She can't see it. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. During the time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. Hmm? Made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté de foie gras. Foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. Huh? What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? That's what I was wondering. Because that makes it sound like she went to the car. The other... Huh. The parking lot entrance. Ugh. Why is my face frozen? Ugh. Yeah, something's funky with my OBS. I keep saying it's like overloaded. Encoding overloaded. Alright, well, probably a good thing it's not going to be a very long stream. Maybe I can finish with Angel's testimony before I have to end. Well, maybe not. Oh, geez. Computer? Getting a little funny right now. Okay. That's right. Doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Excellent. 4 mysteries. Wish we could solve a few more before finding more. The Miskai tried to run. Sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. Oops. No, not that. Okay. Uh-oh. It's frozen again. Well, I was gonna try and see if I can make it to the half an hour mark, but maybe not. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I thought it was frozen because the music cut out, but I don't think so. Oh my gosh, scared me. Okay. That one was not. That was just me being silly. All right. Still seems crazy she would have been over that. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Muffler. Okay, I think we can present. Oh, good. Finally. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You, who together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Oh. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of the partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Order. What's the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch, she's coughing up lies. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it, the order of events. I don't think it's the order of events. What she saw. I want to say this one because I want to say, like, she didn't see the stabbing. But let's just go ahead and assume that if I do what she saw, it'll mean that it'll actually trigger that Lana never tried the phone. Is what I think it's going to trigger. Which I think is going to be false. This guy tried to use the emergency phone. But it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it'd be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. Oh, that's a good point. Pointless to lie, I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. Different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony we've heard up until now points in one direction. I was gonna say it must mean she'd be somewhere in A block, but I guess... So she was delivering... Oh wait, can I slide over? Oh, I can. She was delivering food to her boyfriend, so she must have already been here? This is the only place where she could have been. Security guard room? Indeed, security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has got the better of Angel Star. But why lie about that? Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Isn't that the title of one of the other games? Justice Prevails? Or is it like Justice for All? The guilty. Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? Doesn't make sense. Hmm? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. Yeah, it is weird. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant. Wait a minute. But this photo is taken from the bee. So who took the photo then? Wait, she said it was in her lunchbox. But it looks like it would be taken by a person still. The truth still stands. Still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. Nobody ever gets convicted of perjury here, though. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. The Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what would that change? Difference in lighting? It's gotta be one of the first two. It does bother me how this was taken from... This was clearly taken from B. I don't know. I'm not confident. The angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? Security guard station is on the second floor, and she would sort of have a more 3D view of the crime? This is important. Why? Nope. Alright, not that one. The distance? Is it really the... It doesn't seem like it's that different of a distance. Changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plan and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Does that include the height, though? What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take for her to reach the scene of the crime. Oh. Mr. R, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. How long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime, where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness? You. Me? You ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Oh, that's the stair. Okay. Before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Oh. She ran all the way around? Holy cow. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. Quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? That's a huge difference. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. But that's a picture from 5 minutes after. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. I have evidence to stop this. I don't know. 5 minutes between the witnessing of a murder and the arrest? Think about it. You could make pasta in the amount of time, if you like it al dente. Got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. A 5-minute blank? Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Guess I'd flee the scene. Oh. Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. This time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Well then, seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? unfortunately. I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. Did it. Screwed that can shut. Oh, that was too close. Really, they're willing to... I guess the 5 minutes is enough that they're willing to say, like... Eh, maybe not. Maybe it wasn't her. Although, I don't know. I feel like it was kinda... I mean, she still says she saw the murder before that, so... Oh well. Who's the other witness, though? Pray that the Cough-Up Queen has been dethroned. With that, court is adjourned. Cool. Oh. She called hold it on herself. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to voice off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. Ah, no. What? What was that? Another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo! Triple decker. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. Great. Oh, she's not gonna let me go to bed. Should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Ugh. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Ooh. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed? Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know that the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right? I don't know. First I'm hearing of this. Seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. She's got a boyfriend in the police department. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. Is that right? Seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. What does it matter? It doesn't matter if the laws exist in this world. Evidence just gets added willy-nilly to cases. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure the guilty are properly judged. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Alright, what else we got here? Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Why did you lie? Guess you could say, I just wanted people to look at the results. Results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, 5-minute blank means nothing. And why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. Ugh. I feel like I'm getting like really tongue-tied. This one, the suspect is admitting she did it? Bleh. False testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. You found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So like an ill-trained cooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. The shoe was my secret weapon, if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Alright, good for you. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood. Can I look at the shoe? Oh, I have it. Okay. Oh my god, I really wanted to finish Angel's testimony, but I'm dying here. Blood. Blood here too. On the sole of the shoe. Gotta be the victim's. If it's the victim's blood and it's on the bottom, doesn't that mean the victim was stabbed? And he walked over it? That's true. I was really hoping to at least finish Angel's testimony though. Oof. Must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood. Oh, it's his own blood? Well, then he was still alive. Might be an important clue. Oh. Good. Alright. That's all. Ooh. So you brought it to the forensics department. You're going to submit something as evidence in court you need it approved. To do that, the evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. The man was stabbed, after all. Blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. There were 2 types of blood. Doesn't that mean she was stabbed too? You can't say surely the blood belonged to the defendant without a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Huh? Speak up. Blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murderer was committed... Wait. You can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types of... with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood to just one person. Or so I hear. Oh, that's pretty specific. If you get like a blood transfusion fresh from somebody else, and then you get stabbed, then would they think your blood was somebody else's blood from the person you got the transfusion from? If I had a little more time, I could have gotten DNA results. Oh, she didn't get the DNA results though. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Sky. Okay, so it's pretty definitive. Suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. Ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. Okay. Shoe proves it. False decisive evidence. Can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Ugh. Peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or do you not have a problem with this shoe? Problem? I guess the blood on the bottom? There's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Alright, let's hear it. What's the contradiction of the victim's shoe? Oh. Okay. Wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of this shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Yeah. Makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be the contradictory about blood on the bottom of his shoe? That's a good question. Although there doesn't seem to be a lot of blood on the ground. I wonder if this counts. No blood on the ground, maybe? Problem lies in the footprint. The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Isn't it strange? There weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime. Ah. As you could see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. The picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. But then they would have found them later, right? Where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Unless, you know, that was like she cleaned them up in the 5 minutes, but that seems unlikely. Well, witness? Uh-huh. Good job. But it's true the lack of footprint is a contradiction. Then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Is it because the murder scene was elsewhere? Was it not his blood, her blood? There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. I don't know why it's not there. Just good at finding contradictions. What? Hold it. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. Did she fake the blood? What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. The oil drum, maybe? I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do. Witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edward. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Okay. Was it water? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. That's a hell of a thing to kick over. Water? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? You want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Evidence. Suspect knocked over the oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase bloodstains that became evidence against her. That ties things up quite nicely. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going from here. Bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum and erased the telltale sign. That's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. Yeah, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. Oh yeah. Didn't she say she cut it? She cut herself when she stabbed him. So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright? Do something, please? What? What can I do? Your sister's confessed to the crime. She tried to conceal it. But... enough. No need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star's on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water. Court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Little girl, what did you just say? That's what I thought. Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side? Well, yeah, you are. Oh, Angel said it. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you'll be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare me, the cough-up queen. Look at this. Oh god. Photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. Okay. Mr. Wright, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. Sorry, Mr. Wright. Guess I couldn't help after all. Not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is just what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt and take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the bitter end. Last piece of evidence. Very well. Time for a verdict. Your Honor, wait. Do I have the photo? I don't have it. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't wait. It'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. Trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. You're saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence. Yeah. I'll think of it later. There's a problem. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Alright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Oh god. Well, I said earlier, muffler might be referring to a car's muffler, not a scarf muffler. But I just want to look at everything else too, just to kind of understand what I'm looking at. Not sure I see any other, like, contradictions. Nope. The problem in this photograph is here. I mean, I don't know that this is a contradiction as much as it's missing evidence, maybe. Something poking out of the car's muffler. Just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. Muffler is a part of a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as the part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with the case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. Is it the 5 minutes? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. That's why you think this piece of cloth is related to the case. Maybe she wiped off her prints? Maybe she hid the phone in the cloth? Muffler. Oh, muffler was set on the phone. That's why. Saying to check the muffler. Miss Starr, recall your testimony to the for the court. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Oh, thank God. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me the cloth. Verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. That was close. Although this still feels like a bit of a... What's the word for it? I don't know. Feels like we're definitely on borrowed time. This doesn't feel like a... I'm kind of surprised the judge took this. Alright, we made it for now. Lana lives another day. Court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. I'm still hungry. Ugh. Yay! Whew. Part 1 of the case done. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I need to go to sleep. I'm so tired. I honestly didn't think I'd make it 3 hours. I am out of here. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I'm kind of hungry now, too. Ugh, but I did it. Whew. Try to recover my voice a little bit more, so I don't strain it too much. Because I do like to do fun voices, even if they don't sound that different from my normal voice. Alright, but Merry Xmas. Time for sleep. Big sleep, million years. Good night. Don't really have much to say other than good night. I'm so tired.